Hello, family. Hope you're doing wonderful. Welcome to Illuminate the Oracle. We're going to do a random read. It's timeless. It's for the collective, not sign specific. If you find yourself drawn here, then there's likely a message in here for you somewhere. So I want to start with the fairies. See what our fairy spiritual team has to say for us today to kind of start off. And we'll just see where we go from there. All right. So let's get it. Father God, Mother Divine, Archangel Michael, please cover me, my collective, as we receive these messages today. We only seek messages of your highest vibration, messages that you deem for us to receive. Any ill will or evil eye energy sent our way, immediately block that energy, return it back to sender, bind them in that energy so they can never harm anyone again. Thank you so much in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so let's just dig right on in. I pray that you guys are taking care of yourselves and yeah, making sure that you're not an airport and not taking anybody's unnecessary baggage. All right. So make sure that you're not allowing yourself to be an airline to anybody. All right. Particularly those who have proven themselves to be unworthy of such a skill set. Sometimes you do things naturally, people, because it's the love, it's that pure heart. Uh, it's I feel like I'm connected to a pure heart. It's like a lot of these things um, you do for people naturally or because you just want to. And I think through trial and error, you may have realized how easily people look for that, feel a sense of entitlement to that, certainly have expectations as it pertains to that. Um, and these could be very well people that you have no records of whatever they've ever tried to pour into your cup. You have no records of anything being poured into your cup, but they have an expectation about what you did for them, what you do for them, about feeling like they could just drop their bags off at your airport and that. Um, there's no better person to um, make them feel better about themselves. All right. That may have been a character of the past. Because unfortunately, and this is not an energy of not to bring about confusion. It's not an energy of like tit for tat. It's not tit for tat. It's um because tit for tat would be like revenge, and we don't do revenge. That's not personally. It's not my ministry. People like to say that about Scorpios a lot. Maybe I'm just a different kind of Scorpio, but revenge has never been my ministry. I've never felt. I've always charged stuff to the game first. Like, oh well, at least I know. And now that I know, I think that's a better place to be than feel like I need to seek revenge on people because that takes way more energy than you could ever imagine. But I don't know. It's just something about to take away a certain type of access is not tit for tat because whomever I'm connecting to, you were always giving over the amount. Okay, yeah. It was kind of there was an equality from the start as far as the cups and what was being poured into the different cups. You were constantly pouring into cups, constantly pouring into cups, but people weren't concerned about your cups. Okay. I'm not sure where that came up, that kind of channeling. We'll see if it comes out in the reading. It usually kind of does, but let's see. All right, Holy Spirit, what does my collective need to know for this week, for this upcoming week? What's coming to my collective? What do they need to know? Oh, wait. Manifestation. So it says, Be very honest. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step one. And this fairy is like she's there in her space, kind of like in the spirit of play. It looks like to me. She's playing with her magic, and it's her magic. Meaning, it's not the low vibrational. Like, oh, let me try to put a love spell on somebody. Or let me try to put a beauty spell on somebody. Or let me try to like do something to somebody else. That's karmic, and it'll come back to you. Nah, this is the kind of manifestation and energy where it's like you're discovering what you can do unto yourself for yourself. Um, it's a kind of magic that comes from that energy, and that's um, yeah, manifestation, calling things to, imagining it, seeing it, feeling it, tasting it. How does it feel from day to day? Type uh, that type of manifestation. Then we got celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, it's a fairy couple. That's the first time I'm seeing it's the first time I've ever seen a fairy couple on this deck. So we're experiencing this together. Oh, wow. And purity. I knew I was talking to my pure hearts. I feel like that was a big part of that channeling in the beginning because this purity card comes out a lot through in the readings. More recent, I said the last couple of weeks, it's come out a lot. So I'll just reread it. Um, Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answers to your question. You're like unicorn. Yes, love it. Um, this is yeah. Not only your very pure heart, you're just very naturally mystical. Some people have to get a billion in one book. Some people have to, I don't know, dress themselves up in a look to, I don't know, portray themselves as mystical or magical child. They may have to use a bunch of different types of language to prove that they're mystical or magical. Whereas you, people can just look into your face. People could just look into your eyes. People can just converse with you uh, and how you put things together, how you communicate, um, just how you are. Like you power yourself. People know. And in the past, this really could have bothered people or made people feel low key jealous, but it was a high key because you just have this energy of being self sustaining. Like you don't need to have. There's people out there that need to have people around them to just charge them up. I was watching. Side note, I was watching the show on Netflix. It's called Glamorous. It's with Kim Cattrall, and that's literally, obviously, what led me to that show. Was to see Kim Cattrall all dressed up and looking fabulous, and she makes that show. She's fabulous in it. But there's a main character who's super femme gay guy, and I love the representation. He's a starring role, and but he's infuriating for me to watch. He's um, as a character, he comes across like a karmic. He comes across as like an energy sucker, where he kind of just seems to kind of bounce from person to person. It's like once that interaction is done with that person, or once, I don't know, they get what they get, and they feel like it's time to jump to the very next person. And it almost seemed to me like he was drawing the energy of these people. It's like, why can't you just be alone sometimes, child? Like, why? Like, look, it's in my genetics. I could be just as, and I was raised in a matriarch. Um, and so, yeah, I could be just as boy crazy as the next if I wanted to channel that energy. I could be boy crazy too. But it's getting. Do you spend some time by yourself? Like, it's just, and we never really said that characters spend time by themselves. But this is not. That's not your energy. Like, your energy is like very self-sustaining. People like to come and draw off your energy, like to interact with you, like to get what they can from you. Um, I feel like I'm communicating to someone where it's like you can be social. Popular loner, that's what I'm hearing. Popular loner. It's like you can be social. People may know you or may know of you, but you're not in the mix like that. There's a lot of mystery about you because people don't actually know how you. People could know of you, but not know you. Like, not know how you function, like what your life looks like. Um, I think you've had to learn along the way that this pure heart of yours and this energy that you give off, it needs to be protected. And you're not always going to be around people who have any urge to protect that within you. So you've had to learn how to protect this within yourself, for yourself. I feel like, find, ooh, okay. Find balance at the bottom here at the deck. It says, find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. I'll read that again. I feel like that's a word for everybody. Find the balance between your work, your rest, and your playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. And don't hesitate to take that power nap when you're feeling that inner energy, like you're coming down. You need to just like just shut that eye for a little bit to kind of just like um, start afresh. Give that to yourself. Give these things to yourself. Um, yeah, because I feel like I don't know. We'll have to kind of look deeper into like what needs to be balanced here, but you may have definitely be like I'm seeing like work is the word that stands out to me first in this card, and so it makes me feel like your attention has very well been heavy on the work part of this equation, and so allowing yourself to be able to truly celebrate the things that you have been manifesting here, that you've been working on with your pure heart. Okay. Um, so the card that when that card fell, we seen fairy spotting. So this says it's time to go. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Ooh, it's said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Like, this to me feels like your energy. I don't feel like you've ever had to be convinced to believe. I feel like there's always been this sort of whimsical side of yourself, whether you've ever felt comfortable displaying or showcasing that or keeping it deep within. I feel like to imagine has never been your struggle. I do feel like somebody that's connected to your energy this is a person that was attached to the idea and the notion that seeing is believing. They have to see it first. If they can't see it, it's not real. It doesn't matter. Very 3D. So I feel like somebody feels this way about you. Somebody feels like you are this mystical fairy, angel, whatever it is that it's gonna be different for everybody. Whatever it is that they have for you, they just know that it's just not the same match as their other interactions that they've ever had with anyone in this lifetime. Um, that they just couldn't even believe it to be true. Um, but through these interactions with you, you've taught this person that believing is seeing, and that you really truly can imagine and call to you somebody manifested you. I felt that. I felt that right when I was saying my spiel. Now I can't even think of what I was saying. Um, I feel like this very same person that had to see things to believe them. Okay, I feel like they could have a gift to manifest. They feel like a manifester to me, but they still feel like a manifester that's more of the 3D, um, or just they have more of a tighter grip in the 3D. But I do feel like they manifested you. I feel like they envisioned someone like you. They envisioned something like your energy coming into their lives. And when you showed up, I don't think this person was. They couldn't quite handle. They couldn't quite deal, and they may have reverted back to some things because it was comfortable. It was more comfortable. Um, so it's like maybe this person was more of a whimsical, kind of like dreamy kind of person, or working to be, or wanted to be, and they met you, and it's like they could see how easy it was to be, but it just feels like this feeling of fear of going down the slide. I don't know where this is coming from. Okay. Let's see. This is, yeah, okay, just fear of going down the slide. Wait for winter. During the colder months, a fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are of the highest good of all. I feel like this is an energy that this person with this wait for summer card, it's like it was kind of easy for them to push it back. It was probably always a pushback to this energy. Um, it's like I'll deal with this. I'll deal with this then, or I'll deal with this when they're back around, or I'll deal with this at a later date, kind of vibe. Um, Shine from within. It says, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you. It's a time for self acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Mm. I feel like through your self acceptance, do your journey of self acceptance, and I'm certain I've said this before because I feel the same, is that the more you go into that energy of, you know, maintaining and protecting your pure heart and your magic in your creations, the more you allow yourself to celebrate your wins and just celebrate moments, enjoy moments um, of your journey, allowing yourself, giving yourself that grace and that self acceptance and healing with that. It's impossible for that not to influence whomever is connected to you. It could influence them in the positive or the negative. So it can influence them positively in the sense of like, I feel like I need to evolve too, or I feel like I need to do things that are calling to me. It's like you almost become um, like a template for people that it doesn't matter where life takes you or where you feel like it doesn't matter how many dead ends you feel like you've rolled through. You can always do a U-turn and just start over, start again. But words are easier to say, right, than put into action. But I feel like people have seen you put this into action. People have seen and felt your growth, even if they're not right there with you, seeing every step. Energetically, they can just feel something's going on with you, um, but not in a bad way. They just can feel that there's just changes happening within you. Um, And it's like people who are willing to heal themselves and willing to grow, they're going to find themselves evolving as well. They may not know what was the mitigating factor. They may not know, yeah, like what motivated them to do that because it's so spiritual, so energetic, and we're so connected to each other in ways that we can't even quite truly quantify in our 3D ways of imagining things, and so it has to be more evolved even to have the conversation. Um, that yeah, that's how we're connected. We can influence others without even being present, just by simply doing our work. You know, so you either have those that will evolve with you, or you'll have those that can't get off the loop. Either they don't want to get off the loop, they can't think of a way to get off a loop because there's an extreme fear of looking internally. A lot of times, these people always are looking out, always looking out, looking out, looking out to critique, see, use, whatever, just always looking out as opposed to looking in, seeing what they can get, seeing, like, that kind of energy. And so these people will unfortunately still claim to your energy, try to still cling to your energy, even though they may not have the access or can see you. Um, the way they grow is out of resentment, and they'll still be in your fan club, but they'll probably be the ones throwing hate and throwing whatever because they don't like seeing you moving on up. And yeah, for some of these people, it gave them some sense of solace, feeling as though you were in yeah, a place of struggling or a place of like uncertainty or feeling. They liked it when you felt like lost. Um, okay, what I'm gonna do. Let's do some Moonology real quick. I'm just gonna do a couple of these, and then we'll do tarot. All right. But yeah, I do feel like someone feels like you shine from within. They feel like your beauty is so deep. You shine from within. And they may have been a person that was very gung ho on the physical, very gung ho on what appearances, putting on masks, putting on facades. Um, and they may have always been curious as to how you were able to just be yourself and you just shine. You shine. which means that you pull people and pull energies to you. But you know, you always have to double check and be discerning about what it is that you're pulling to you. But all right, so let's see. Anything that the collector needs to know, Spirit? What does the collector need to know about this coming week? What does my collector need to know? What does my collective need to know? And it landed on manifestations. So nothing yet is set in stone. Whatever it is that you feel like you have a really strong opinion on, or you have a strong idea of how something's going to end or how something's going to come about, nothing yet is set in stone. Mutable boon. Mutable moon. So what are the mutable moons? Oh gosh, that's all I want to think about. Um, I won't even go down that road. I think it's Gemini, Virgo, um, Sagittarius. I could be completely wrong. Sagittarius and Cancer. I don't know the water. I don't. Okay. Woo! A time for healing. The balsamic moon. And expect powerful change. New eclipse moon. And at the bottom of the deck, we got meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So it's heavy on the purple. We got a little blue from those Moonology cards. Yeah, so you could very well be in this time of like, you know, healing, recharging, manifesting, and working. You could be socializing with the celebration card. Um, and just kind of keeping yourself in this pure place, not allowing anybody to pull you off of your throne vibe. Because that's kind of how it can show itself. Um, with some of these sort of demon energies, it can kind of show itself in that way of trying to trigger you, trying to pull you off of your throne, trying to get you to interact. Um, so, okay. I have to try to probably cut this short because I definitely devil energy. A random fly popped up, and I cannot. I'm a mother's child. Like I cannot have some random fly popping up. I gotta kill it. I turned to Buffy real quick, real quick. And so yeah, that's a type of monitoring energy. So somebody could be trying to look into you right now. The fly specifically means. Oh, here we go. Fly specifically meaning that somebody could be looking into, trying to look into. But monitoring energies go blind. You know, it's best for everybody to pay attention to their own work. Oh my goodness, I gotta kill it. I gotta kill it. All right, so let me shuffle these. Oh my goodness. But with that devil card and the high priestess, there's definitely been some secrets around you, whether it involves you or not, as it pertains to addictions or just toxic energy. But I feel like with the high priestess, it's like these are the devils you know. It's the energies that you know. You know it. You can identify it for what it is, and I feel like that's what helps you to stay on your throne because you just let like sand through an hourglass. Why do I say that? These are the like sand through an hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Like I don't know where that came from. Um, People could be trying to pull you into a soap opera this coming week, but it feels like it's the devils that you know. It's the characteristics that you know, and so you just sit back and you sit back in your high priestess mode, in your healing mode. It could be this could be a really powerful change that's triggering people, or them feeling like a really powerful change happening with you, or something that's coming toward you. Um, but it just feels like, with the high priestess there, it's just like you can feel it through, and you know exactly what things are before before it even presents itself. You can even feel it. So when it presents itself, you know exactly it's the monsters you know, and so you're gonna come out the victor, the warrior that you are. Um, Any evil should not prosper. Whatever. All right. Did I do this in the upside down? Oh goodness. So what is happening? What is not yet set in stone, spirit? What is this not yet set in stone? Not yet set in stone. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So it could have been some type of ending, or someone that you had to leave out in the cold, um, or somebody left you out in the cold. Is saying that nothing is yet set in stone as it pertains to this. Also, Ten of Pentacles. Um, so nothing yet set in stone as it pertains to some sort of like marriage, from family, assets situation with the Ten of Pentacles here. Um, okay. What's this time for healing, spirit? What's this time for healing? Queen of Cups, my babies are healing. Maybe even so what is Nine of Wands? So I also feel like you're coming out of this in the upright. It's like a battered warrior, a person that's been through it all. They've been through it. They've been through it, and it can make them feel kind of guarded all that they've gone through. And I feel like your healing is pulling you out of this wounded warrior phase of your life, where it's like I think you're ready to just channel a different side of you now. I think that's gorgeous. Yeah, and you're looking ahead. I feel like you're looking ahead, my babies, um, to the future. You could be waiting for something to come through that you went for with the Three of Wands here, or there could even be you could be looking to relocate somewhere as well, and that could be the powerful change that we're expecting. Let's see, what's this expect powerful change, spirit? What's this expecting? Okay. An offer. Uh, um, Something 3D offer. Pentacles, that we're talking about the 3D. We're talking about the physical. Um, with the Ace, we're talking about a whole new beginning. It's a start. And with that Pentacle there, it's something that It's going to be financially fantastic for you. It's going to be a whole new start financially for you. Um, Whether this be an opportunity or a job, um, or even a relationship that's being brought down to the 3D. Um, but it's a powerful, powerful change because that's what we pulled for was what was this change? Something that you manifested with manifestations being the first card that we pulled. It's going to be a powerful change, and I feel like it's important for you to continue healing and enjoying and celebrating and being in your energy because you have no idea what's coming to you. It's gonna knock you off your feet. I'm feeling like. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Full at the bottom here. It's gonna be a whole new beginning. Um, and I feel like you're gonna be ready to take this leap. Whatever it is, I feel like I'm taking a leap. All right. Let's see. Hmm. What's this finding balance? So I'll pull on the finding balance here. What's this finding balance card? Holy Spirit, what's finding balance? Page of Swords in the reverse. So this makes me feel like. So sort of what I was saying before about looking out, making sure maybe the lack of balance before came from in the past looking out at others, looking out at how other people were doing something or how other people were doing things or how quickly things were coming to other people, and maybe you allowed those things or people were at in their lives or whatever. Maybe it was where you allowed your mind to go, and sometimes it can happen. That's why I don't. I'm very minuscule when it comes to my social media time because it can be an easy thing to do to kind of get sucked down that drain and just looking at everybody's lives and be like, well, oh, my life doesn't look like this, or my life doesn't look like that, or I don't got this, or I don't got that, and it throws you off balance. That things like that, it throws you off balance. Um, but as it pertains to like this card, um, and Page of Swords in the reverse, I just feel like, oh, I gotta kill it. Oh, I have to kill it. It's gonna really. Oh, you're a dead fly walking. A flying. Um, I just feel like a big part of this balance is like believing in your own standards, believing in your own feelings about things, believing in your own standards or what it is that you need to be happy. Um, and no longer looking out for that, no longer. Um, I ain't gonna say he was ever stalking. I ain't gonna say he was ever stalking nobody, but like no longer looking out for that validation is what's helped you find balance. Okay, I'm gonna pull um, more on this Five of Pentacles. Spirit, what's this Five of Pentacles here? Who's in this energy of Five of Pentacles? A Knight of Pentacle. So something that took a long time to come about. Somebody got left in the cold because it took a long time. Something took a long time with this Four of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. It could be pertaining to a marriage, or it could be pertaining to stable foundations with the four. It could be pertaining to a home situation. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. What else with the Knight of Pentacles? What else? Yeah, it was heartbreaking. Um, I feeling like it was. I felt like I'm hearing sorry seems to be the hardest word. What do I gotta do to make you love me? What do I gotta do to be heard? What do I gotta do when lightning strikes me? And sorry seems to be the hardest word. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's a sad, sad situation. And it's getting more and more absurd. Shout out to Elton John. Sorry seems to be the hardest word. So rather it was heartbreaking for you to say goodbye to leave this person out in the cold. It was heartbreaking for them to experience you putting them out in the cold. Because it was toxic. It was a spinning round circle. It was a loop with the devil card. It was there was something not right in the butter, in the buttermilk, and so I feel like somebody closed a chapter or left somebody out in the cold, um, or they could have left you out in the cold, which resulted in a heartbreak. But um, yeah, Ace of Wands right behind the devil, so that's true. Um, I feel like somebody was not being honest about what they were either into, what their lifestyle actually entailed, or what they were actually attached to, what they're chained to. Um, Due to a choice with the Lover's card, Temperance card. So this person is trying to find some balance. They're trying to find some inspiration. Um, but they're heavily burdened. They can be very burdened by this fact that you're in this energy of temperance. They're very burdened by the fact that they're not moving. They can't move because of these burdens. Queen of Pentacles. Um, so this could be seen as the wife in this energy. But we got the Ace of Wands right behind it with the Fool. So I feel like this person wants a new beginning. But the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like they see you as being very secure, very grounded. It's in the upright. So it's like they see you as being um, very resourceful and nurturing and secure. You're a stable energy. I feel like you never switched up on them. Yeah. And so they think of you very, very. They think about this new beginning that they want with this person. The Fool. They want to take this lead. They want to take this lead. Two of Cups. They want to be honest with the King of Swords about what they cut away. They want to be honest about all the things they weren't being honest about. I feel like they want to communicate what they've cut away. I feel like in this King of Swords energy, it's not really um, I feel like this person knows that there's no time for mush mouth energy of kind of just talking around things with this King of Swords. They want to come through like this King of Swords energy and just state things as a matter of fact, as opposed to like putting a bunch of bells and whistles and fluff around the words. With this King of Swords, it is what it is. You know, the truth is the truth, whether it feels good or not, whether it triggers you or not, whether it makes you feel good or not. And then we got, this is the reason why they feel the need to be in that King of Swords energy with you, because they know that you're in this energy right now of ready to slice a bitch. Man or female, you're ready to slice a bitch. If they don't, if it's just not right, if they come crazy, and no, that doesn't mean physically. That doesn't mean, it could mean sharp words. It could be some sharp, to the point communication. Um, but you know, I feel like y'all a match though. Whomever this is, y'all are a match. But this person had to heal for them to realize that you guys are a match and that they have to do A, B, C, D in order to prove to you or make you feel like that y'all are still matches here. I feel like there's a lot to discuss, um, but it's a match. Um, mm, I was just seeing in my camera here that I was holding the devil in reverse next to the king of swords. So I do feel like this person is getting out of this with the devil in reverse. They're getting out of this, wherever they was that was keeping them in a cycles, being unable to move. Yeah, because we also had the knight of swords, in the reverse, not moving. So there could have been something devious here as it pertained to this connection that they were in, or whatever they chose with the lovers there. Because the lovers card is coming out in the reverse the way I'm holding it too. I pay attention to all this shit. Yeah. And so as we know that like it pertained to a choice they made for reasons outside of love. I felt like it was based on appearances, but it didn't. It wasn't a match. This is a match, but now that they've put you in this energy of the king of the Queen of Swords in the um, upright, and we also see the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like they know that you're about your money. They know that you're about your foundations. They know that you're about your truth, and that any sidestepping or any kind of gaslighting or talking around things, it's just gonna put it's just it's just gonna get them the results they don't want. I'll just say it like that. It's not going to give the results they want to go down that road. But they know because they're not even trying to come in here like Mr. Love a Man. They're trying to come in like, okay, look, that's how I hear it. Okay, look, okay, okay. Let's do mini tarot from mini oracle, and we'll close it off there. Oh my gosh, I just love talking to y'all because I don't know how these videos be getting to 50 minutes and shit. I never thought that. Sometimes you imagine it'd be so hard to fill a video with like all that much conversation, but obviously that's not a struggle for me, so I have to figure out another way around. Just another way. All right. Last messages for my collective. What am I collecting to hear for the last messages? I almost feel like the last message is in the person that's on my collective's mind. Yeah, this person was dealing with addictions, or any kind of chains that bind. And that was that devil energy in reverse. It was like stale waters that they were traveling in because they weren't changing. Don't downplay yourself, my babies. Be your own hype man. Don't downplay yourself. Okay. Somebody cursed themselves for coming. Whew, somebody cursed themselves when they decided to come for a divine being. I feel like it's kind of related to the message that we picked up in the channeling at the beginning of the video. Whoever tried to come up against you, they cursed themselves trying to do that. And it could just be a myriad of people. Somebody said, I left my star behind for a karmic. But hey, karmic just means a lesson. So they need to learn that lesson, We can't judge. It's hard not to judge, if you may find. Because I find myself always having to clock and check myself about my sense of judgment. Because I'm not a judge. I can feel the way I feel about things, and then I have to release it and give peace to that situation, because I can't allow myself to be persuaded to be in a judgmental mode. And that doesn't mean to allow or give access to things. It just means I don't know their trek. I don't know their lessons. I don't know what they got to learn. All I know are the messages that come to me. But we all, depending on how well we're listening to it, are all getting our own different messages. So it's just oh, okay. So this person, y'all both could, when this person comes in, I do feel like Spirit is saying to go slow. This person could also, be very understanding of the need to go slow, I'm feeling like. Because it says getting to know each other. It's something about getting to know who y'all are now. Because whomever I'm talking about, my collective, is somebody that's gone through a huge change in their life. And so it's like they understood that the only way for them to come back to you is not the way they left you. Meaning that person that you knew could not exist as they were. That person they kind of had to kill. They had to kill that part of themselves. Or heal. Yeah, heal. There's something that need to be purged. There are some things that need to be purged. And there's things that need to be healed. And so I do feel like with your activation and your elevation and this person healing and elevating themselves has kind of curated y'all both into being very different individuals than you were when you initially met each other. And so Spirit is directing that when this comes through, use your intuition, allow yourself to celebrate. If you feel the need to celebrate, allow yourself to celebrate, allow yourself to be in this energy of purity. Because I feel like Spirit wants us to know that a purification has occurred here. There's been some level of purification that has occurred here. And whether you want to admit it to me or not, it ain't my business. But this very well could have been something that you manifested. This could have been a part of your manifestations here. This could have been a part of it, And I felt like it worked. Whatever it was that you manifested my babies is not my business. But I'm feeling like it worked. And there's going to be a need to celebrate. Look at that. Look at this. Look at these. This fairy couple. For some of y'all, it could definitely be LGBT coupling here, but or not, because it's literally a masculine fairy and a feminine fairy. So either way, I just said the LGBT when I said the fairy couple over there. Derogatory terms that we making back magical because they've always been magical terms. But there's going to be a need for celebration. But go slow as you're getting to know who each other are now. Okay. Any other messages here for my beautiful, handsome collectives? They said nobody's like you. They said, I've been up and I've been down. I've had my feet swept off the ground by somebody who just swept me up and threw me away. Yes, yes, you did now. I've been rich and I've been poor. I've had my something, something done. But I know you're the only one for me. Wait, but I know you're the only. That's not the name of the song. Yeah, it's I ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody. Just ain't ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like. Cause ain't nobody like you. And you know it, babe. I could be mashing songs up together, but I think I'm thinking of "Ain't Nobody Like You" by Mickey Howard. It's about, but interesting. Okay, yep, they know because they could have been out here trying to find a replacement or find something that could closely mimic or mirror. They said, "Nah, ain't nothing like that." So they're getting grounded, and you could be very well in this energy of being grounded, getting yourself grounded, channeling this earth element energy. This person could be an earth element, or you could be of earth element, or have that substantially in your chart. Ooh, all right, last one. So I said workplace affairs was in the reverse. So I'll take it that way. So this person could have been in a workplace affair that maybe turned the tides of some things. I don't want to end it there. Oh, okay. Then we got a song, "If" by Janet Jackson. Um, if I was your girl, all the things I'd do to you, I'd make you call out my name, I'd ask who it belonged to. If I was your woman, the things I do to you, but I'm not. I feel like y'all. Woo! Janet Jackson's the earth energy. So, some of y'all could be listening to Heavy Janet right now, or should be channeling some, or using Janet to channel right now, this to cultivate this earth energy, this sort of grounded, sensual, um, empress energy, because she very well is an empress, goddess, child. Like, she cultivated and she created for herself, despite where she came from, despite what was handed to her, despite what people told her she was. She didn't rest on none of that because she had her own visions. She had her own blueprints. She had her own path. And so, yeah, those are the people that I like to be inspired by. Those are the celebrities I follow, people that have kind of like stories like that. Um, because it's just like that's the energy that I like to channel for myself. And so, maybe this could be energy for y'all. Channeling some Janet. I don't know. All right. That is all. If you like my vibe, please like and subscribe, share me around, whatever you feel motivated to. Until next time, lovelies.